I think holding yourself to super high standards and then, of course, not holding anyone else around you to the same standards
All
is
that.
a major thing. I had that same epiphany at one point when I was trying to like figure out what would work best for me, that I was allowed to do it differently than other people, and that I was allowed to slow down and I was allowed to feel my feelings and figure out like what was working for me and what wasn't working for me, as opposed to just barreling forward and like getting completely, burnt out constantly over and over and over again in a cycle. And so I think there's a lot to be said about that, these internal limitations that we put on ourselves and what we allow for ourselves and what we are allowed to do. And it's weird because, it's not like we have this outside person necessarily who's physically telling us you're allowed to do this and you're not allowed to do this. And it's a lot of internal narratives where you're like, oh well, I need to be this specific standard of perfect, and I need to be this specific standard of good, and I need to be this specific standard of productive. And who came up with that? Because it wasn't me. I have been terrorized by this narrative that was internal for so long, and I don't think I came up with it on my own. I really don't.
I feel you. And I feel a lot of it is, societally normalized. Again, back to all of the kind of one shoe fits all mentality that just isn't realistic. Like, it isn't the way the world works. And I think that we should not only, have flexibility with ourselves as much as possible, but we should advocate for it.